And welcome back to another episode of Dime Pieces and Parlays.
Yo, what's good, bro?
Sway and
What's up,
Steve,
boys? What's
as
up, fellas?
always, it is great to be back here in the stew. The Grammys the other night got us thinking about our favorite year in music. Boys, this is one I'm excited to talk about.
Yeah.
Talk to me tonight. So, I'll start with you, Sway.
No, you can start off tonight. Give
want
me
me
a
to start off?
yeah.
All
I
right.
think I'm gonna go last because I know I'm gonna just cook.
Travis Scott not getting a Grammy. What is going on? Oh my god.
Yeah, let's get into the.
You want to talk about the Grammys first?
Yeah, I think we can get into it. I think it was a little, crazy year,
Okay. Let's
but
do
it's
it.
typical. I think they set that up intentionally at this point. Like,
Yeah.
let's just go rob somebody so everybody could complain about it and everybody could tune in and see.
You sound like
Jay-
Jay-Z.
Yeah, Jay-Z even
Facts.
came up and said it. Well, I think he made a great, valid point. Like, my wife has the most Grammys, and she's never won Album of the Year.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's
But you
crazy.
could
How does
tell-
that work? How does that even make
I mean,
sense? It just
It's
doesn't make
politics,
sense.
bro. But why are
Yeah.
you crying? Like, you see, that's like the shit that I be talking about. Like, you won the most, and you still crying, and you don't want to give someone else the opportunity to get that feeling. You won almost. I think when she has over like
Oh
30.
my God. She has the most Grammys more than anyone, I think.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
she's
at, like,
the most
28,
nominated.
so-
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you got Killer Mike. I mean, like, pick any other Mike. Pick Magic Mike. Pick Mike.
Right here.
Pick
I mean,
Mike.
right here.
Pick Mike for a Grammy.
I know, fast.
Spam in the comments. Mike for a Grammy.
We'll drop a tape.
to,
Let's
to,
drop
to-
an EP.
to give him his credit,
Yeah.
I felt like that at the beginning too. Like when I first heard the news, I'm like. And I seen it before they even aired it on TV because usually for the hip hop category,
Yeah.
they put out through Instagram or through the internet, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, Killer Mike. So like for like the next couple of days, I'm like, damn, I felt like a hater. Like, why am I not gonna give him his credit? I don't know why he didn't win the album. Never listened to his album, so I'm like, let me go listen to it. And last night we was in the crib and
Facts.
we threw on the track and we were like, yo, that shit slaps. Like, I knew he could rap.
Yeah.
I'm not too in tune with all his music, but I knew he could rap. Like that's what he does. And he swept the category for the rap category.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie. I never heard of him in my life, and I listen to all types of music,
Yeah.
and rapping, and at least my top 3.
Yeah.
So like, for me to have never heard of him before, I feel like it's like, how do you win a Grammy? Like, I haven't even heard of you, but like, I listen to everything. Like you
Yeah.
guys know that.
Facts.
And then, on top of that, it's like, oh yeah, it's sickening, bro. Mikey showed me one of his songs, and like, I'm not gonna lie, he doesn't have bad music. He
No.
doesn't have
Yeah.
bad music at all. I
I-
think it's not Grammy nominee material.
I mean, if you're gonna
It's
talk,
not.
I think if
When you got Travis Scott sitting next to you,
sometimes,
come on, bro.
sometimes like it's like, this is why the Grammy always get people to come back in because of things like this. Because we'll say like, oh, this person deserves the best rap album, but doesn't have that many rap songs like Drake.
Yeah.
For instance, a lot of people would be like, oh, don't put him in. That's not a rap album. Or any like Uzi, that's not a rap album, but they're
I'm
a
sorry,
rapper.
bro.
They're a
Travis
rapper.
Scott is literally.
They're a rapper, right? So what happens is over like, all right, they give it to the rapidy rap dude who actually went on that album and rap
And that's
for
the thing.
16 records. Like, that's what he did, bro. He got a lot of good features and
Travis
he
Scott's
won.
literally.
Did a lot of
making-
people get robbed? Absolutely. I think Drake got robbed. I think him and 21 had a great album. I
Her
think
loss, yeah.
Nas had a great album, but at the end of the day, a rapper won, so we can't be mad, bro.
And that's the thing with Killer Mike, kind of an underground rapper from Atlanta. He's been in the game for a little bit now. And with this album, and you look at the features from Future, from Ty Dolla, you look at Andre 3000. We played the song
That song is so fire, bro.
Yeah, Scientist and Engineer, and like Future had a good chorus part. And then you look at Killer Mike kind of come in with that flow. I was like,
And he had the best
Okay.
verse on the song, too.
reminded me a little bit of A$AP Ferg, maybe a little bit of Kendrick Lamar kind of floating in between
Yeah, the
patterns.
cadence.
But I
I'm
thought,
sorry, he got carried like Brock Purdy on the Niners. Not to bring it
Damn.
up.
we're gonna see, but
Nah, I respect it. There was
Yeah.
a lot of people that felt like that, like,
but
who's that? Like,
that's a tough call to go over Utopia, as Steve was saying, and her loss.
Bro,
with
he's
Drake
making-
in 21. That was a great album.
I have a-
Utopia
Earthquakes,
was
bro.
I have a-
incredible album.
I have a question.
Earthquakes.
10 nominations and 0 Grammy.
Nobody's
winners for
making
Travis Scott.
earthquakes.
I'm
in
pissed about that, 'cause
Concerts, bro.
He definitely should have got one.
I think since the Astro incident with the 9 deaths, I think he's still like still trying to fly under the radar, bro. Like, people weren't expecting this album so early, and he dropped one, and he's had a great tour. People love him. He's one of the most influential artists of our generation. So I think he's still getting the pat on the wrist. Like, we're not gonna soup you up back to that level, because there was nobody bigger than him in 2018, 2019. He was that guy, and I think till today he's still that guy, bro. Travis, bro, he moves the needle.
Facts.
The
Nobody's
thing is, he
fucking
doesn't
with
need
him,
to be
bro.
souped up though, bro. Even after that incident with the 9 deaths, which I don't think anybody blames him for anymore. I think it was devastating at the beginning. Like,
I've been
I feel
saying
like
that.
people, kind of just want to point a finger at somebody or something. So the first finger that it goes to, of course, is the face of the whole show. But
Brody.
Brody. I think, like, even after that, I mean, like, souped up, he's souping himself up. His fans are souping him up. Look at Fiend, bro. He played it 10 times. What artist has ever done the same song 10 times in a row, bro? Like, he doesn't need to be souped up by the Grammys. I think he should have got a Grammy, bro.
Yeah,
I really do.
I
especially
don't
being
think- I don't-
nominated 10 times and not having won a
Like,
single
come on,
Grammy.
bro.
I
And
bet
you look at
all right, so I have
Astroworld losing it, Invasive of Privacy by Cardi B. That,
Yeah.
like, at least one of them should have won his way. I am glad that, real quick, Lil Durk did get his first Grammy. Shout out
Yeah.
Lil Durk, OTF.
Dirkio, Smirkio,
All
shout
my
out.
life,
I have a
All
question.
my life with J. Cole.
I have a
so.
question, because as more people, get the opportunity to win the rap category for, a Grammy for a rap album, I feel like once you put Drake and Travis in any category of any genre of music, if they don't win, people feel robbed. Is it they're just so much over and they're just that demanding and popular? Like, people expect them to win, and I think it's like, all right, if we go with that route, we're not gonna grow artists. We're not gonna give light to other people. It's like always being the winner. Like, all right, like for
So
instance,
tell me why Beyonce has 28.
huh?
Tell me
true.
why Beyonce has
Because
20 plus.
Beyonce has been winning for a very, very, very long time.
Okay, but you just,
It's not like,
that's your
and
point, though.
and not only that, Beyonce didn't have that many competition through her run. Who was competing with her?
That's
Everybody was already walking out. Who was competing with Beyonce, bro?
Bro, Aaliyah, she was fire.
Aaliyah passed away early, bro.
Okay.
RIP.
What's her name? Oh man,
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Okay,
can say
that's another
Rihanna.
one. Mariah Carey, Rihanna.
Bro, there's nobody that could compete with
damn
Beyonce,
it,
bro.
what's her
She's
name? She had the braids.
Alicia Keys.
Alicia
Alicia
Keys,
Keys,
bro.
yeah.
Okay.
Alicia Keys. Like,
No, I give you credit for all those people that you mentioned, but nobody was competing with Beyonce because she was a triple threat, bro. She could dance, she could perform, she
Yep.
can sing, she can act. Bro, she was the face of music. It just it
true.
is what it is, bro. She was great. Like, we don't take anything away from Beyonce. There was no competition for her, so she won in those categories that she was in. But now it's just like she hasn't won one in a while. Did she win for her last album? Did she win a Grammy for that one?
No, she did not. That that was part of like where Jay-Z was kind of
Okay, so that's another situation where
Yeah.
it's like, all right, we can't continue to give the same person the award. Yes, we know all the people want them to win. They number one records, Billboard top 100, top 20.
she
top
also moved
5.
into like country music now.
Who?
Beyonce.
Bro, she can
You
do
heard that
everything,
country
bro.
album
Yeah.
that she had?
No, I don't listen to
That was
Beyonce like that, bro.
I think when you like put Drake and Travis Scott in that category for rap album of the year, and you have
You feel robbed.
Well, Utopia and Her Loss, those were both very good albums. So it's almost like like
Yeah.
who beat that really? But I mean, you may have a point. So like a lot of Grammys, if you look back at the best rap album in the last maybe 5 to 10 years, you have Kendrick in there twice, but outside of that, there's some questionable calls. And
Macklemore.
yeah, like just Tyler the Creator. I remember when he won it, a lot of people are like, is that really rap? Is that more
Like
altered?
when Cardi beat Drake, she beat Travis, she
Astroworld,
beat
yeah.
Pusha
Like, how
T.
did that be Astroworld?
But
I
that
know,
was
yeah.
you also
Astroworld
gotta
crazy.
you also
honestly.
gotta remember at that time.
That was what, 2018?
That was
2018. At that
yeah.
time, there wasn't a more dominant female rapper than Cardi. The labels and music were just trying to push her. She was the next big thing.
She was.
So if she beats all these guys in a for a Grammy, like she's ascended to the next level, and they needed that. Nicki was on her way out. She was basically, not that she was on her way out, but she wasn't making music. I think she was just,
Neither was
she just
Riri
had her
too,
son.
at
Yeah,
that,
so
at that point.
they needed a new star, and Cardi was that person, bro. She had the charisma. She had the talent. Whether she writes her own raps or not, she was her, bro. Like, she was the shit, and
Yeah.
that's where music was going. Like, they wanted the empowerment of women, and you know, a lot of people may say, you know, she doesn't empower them in any which way possible. But at the end of the day, she was producing numbers. She was creating classics. She was creating anthems for women. She was standing for women, and you know, she was that person, and that's who they chose, and she got it done. And we can't take nothing away from her. Drake is gonna get another opportunity.
Yeah.
Pusha T is gonna get another opportunity. So it was just the empowerment of women at that time. Like, they were trying to push that, and you can't be mad at that, bro.
Well,
And she has some great records, bro. Bodak Yellow was insane. She had a couple songs with Bad Bunny, Ozuna. Like, she was
did have
rocking,
features
bro.
on that album.
Yeah, she. It was a good album, bro.
Yeah.
So what would you say like your favorite year of music was in like the last 10, 15 years?
Yeah, Mikey, cook us up.
So I would have to go with 2011. That's where I would go here.
11?
I think like I know it's
I
I
want to
know
hear
it's
this.
13 years now, but if you look at the albums and just like the quality of music that dropped, you gotta let me cook.
Yeah,
here.
yeah, that's
11, what
crazy.
were
My
you?
fault.
You were what, 12,
My fault, my
13
fault.
Yeah,
in
so-
2011?
no,
Mike
so
was
I mean-
going hard. He had the
Yeah, I was
he
still
had the
cooking. I had
CD
the
player
I had
still.
the Kobe's too.
The
you know? I had the
Kobe's.
Kobe's.
The lows or
I
the
was cooking.
highs?
No, I had the lows. I
The
had-
lows.
I had the
They
lows
went
back
hard.
to
The
back.
nines. Oh my gosh.
I was
stop.
13 at this point, but 2011, when you look at like the albums that were released that year, you had Take Care. I mean, people debate that, and nothing was the same as the top 2 Drake albums of all time, right? And Take Care, shout out right there on the wall.
Facts.
I mean, you go through the depth in that album, you know, the classics, just really any mood that you kind of want to be in,
Yeah.
just you can find in that album. I mean, to this day, the longevity of it and how many people still play it, and just like the classics, the features, and everything that was like really was such a big point to Drake's career and the
No
kickoff.
facts.
And shout out the boy, of course. And that album, still to this day, we play it pretty regularly.
Yeah, that album's gonna live forever for sure.
So then you go from Take Care, and that was in a pretty big battle at this point with Watch the Throne. And
Oh, classic.
I mean, we go from Kanye and Jay-Z. This is prime Kanye, Jay-Z still, like, this was before Magnum Carta. And you look at some of the tracks that they gave you. No Church in the Wild with Frank Ocean.
That was
In Paris.
gas, bro.
Like,
I loved that song.
How many times did we play in Paris, you know? How many times back
Facts.
to back to back? And then you go through, like, just quality tracks in there from New Day. You look at, like,
Every Frank Ocean
The
feature
Joy as
was
well.
classic.
It's just like there's so many classics in that album that like that's a big thing with me that I keep coming back. Like
Isn't that
the
when?
longevity of this album does just keep, you know, just classics on classic 13 years later now.
Isn't that when? Isn't that the year Drake made? Girls love Beyonce. Girls love up with
So,
your conscience.
Yeah, that would have been around the time before he got like Care Package together.
Yeah.
So that was in 2011.
That song,
when-
bro. I used to be on my Nokia Lumia on the school bus,
Damn.
bro. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
down bad.
You was
My
down
Nokia
bad, bro.
Lumia
Yeah.
on the school bus with some headphones plugged in, waiting for the big bump to come in the
You
morning.
didn't have an iPhone in 2011, bro?
No, I didn't, bro. I didn't.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
This is back.
What are you
in
gonna
the
tell me
day.
to get a full time job, bro? Like, what do you want from me, bro? Like,
Young
damn,
Steve, like,
give me a
13?
break. I was 13.
Yeah.
I was hustling on the side. I was raking leaves and shoveling snow, my boy. I've always
He
been
said-
a grounder. We winners
He
out
said
here.
the Nokia. That's
The
crazy.
Nokia Lumia.
2011
it was
though.
touchscreen,
That was-
okay? It was no
That's crazy, bro. I didn't mean to
Yeah.
cut you off again.
I mean, this is
Yeah, I actually got my first iPhone stolen. That's why I didn't get another one.
really.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
literally like 2 weeks in. I was at lunch and I looked down on my seat and I had it like under my.
Yeah.
my,
Stop lying.
my
Somebody
right cheek.
booked you for your shit, bro.
Don't
Yeah.
disrespect me, Sweat. Don't disrespect me.
You don't want that smoke, huh?
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Like,
And
Sarah,
we
run
were
that.
we used to get so busy at the lunch table, just grinding each other up, making
Shout out
jokes,
to
like
you.
yo mama
Yo.
jokes, everything, bro. And the next thing you know, I look down after just cooking somebody up. Actually, it was my boy Cam cooked him up. Looked down, went to go grab my phone. Boom. Whoa.
Gone.
Whoa.
Gone.
Couldn't find it the
They
rest
hit a
of the
lick
day.
on you, my boy.
It was either that or I left it somewhere. I was almost positive that, bro, I was pissed. I was like, I'll get my baseball bat right now. I swear to God. Like,
Young Steve
bro,
at CV. What a
Yeah.
sight. What a sight.
I was
My
an
mans
Italian
went
mobster
from-
when I was 13. Stop playing with the boy.
Bro, that's tough to go from an iPhone
But it was
to
the first iPhone, I think.
Nah,
No,
hell
no,
no.
and no, not 2013.
I think the first
2011.
iPhone dropped what 2000,
No, I'm saying that was my first iPhone, the very first.
2009.
And I didn't get another one. Yeah, but they were
Well,
expensive at that time.
Well,
No,
you
for
know,
sure,
factor.
for sure. But I'm just saying to go from an iPhone back to a what you call it.
To a
That's just
Nokia
like-
Lumia.
yeah, that's
Oof,
crazy.
It hurt. It
But-
hurt. I was down bad.
Dude,
Oh.
this is,
2011. What a year.
I know. And then I'd probably say a couple more albums that like I really noticed, like Cole World, J. Cole dropping that in 2011 was really the
Fact,
first time.
that was heat.
The first time I really like heard of J. Cole. He came out with Workout. I know that was all over the radio at that point.
Work out for me. Work out
Exactly.
for me.
That's when radio was lit though.
Yeah, she got a good
Facts.
thing.
See?
They were still selling CDs at that time
and
too.
and he was just coming up too, J. Cole, and obviously his success then after. But that one I really felt like was the first time I noticed them, and he made his kind of introduction at this point. And I think from a perspective of like 2011, like Adele dropped 21 that year, and like that was just
That was,
everywhere.
bro,
I mean, like
That is a classic album, bro.
Yeah,
I never
facts.
seen so many men sing to particular artists like her, bro. Set Fire to the Rain. There's not one guy that I don't know that doesn't know that song, bro.
facts. She is. I mean,
that was an
goated,
iconic
like,
album,
yeah,
bro.
we're talking.
And I think she has the best voice in music still to this day, bro.
yeah.
What was the year that Bulletproof came out?
Bulletproof by who?
What's her name? I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose, fire away.
I know what you're
fire
saying. That's. I
away.
think that was a little bit before 2000.
I thought so.
I think it was, but
Somewhere
Yeah, that
around
was
that
definitely.
time.
That was like middle school. That was like my middle school years. That was like 6th, 7th, 8th grade.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
We about to start exposing age here, bro.
2000.
I'm an old guy.
even like
I was like 64. These are fake here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my son is
But-
old, but yeah.
No, but what
Yeah.
about you? What about yours? Why?
Come on, bro. You don't want to. I said we should leave mine for last for a reason,
No,
bro.
no. Seriously, what is yours though?
2018.
Okay,
Mm.
2018. Yeah, we probably should save yours for last.
Because
It is. It's a really
it's
good.
just
They're all
star-studded.
really good years. Honestly, the last 10 years of music have been
what was yours,
absolutely
Steve?
iconic. 2016.
Oh,
Yeah,
there it
yeah. 20.
There
I
it
feel
is.
like 2016 there was different air in the world.
Was
People
it?
were just giddy on air. It was crazy. I mean, like that was probably the best year in my 26 years of 25, 26 years
Yeah.
of
That was
living. now.
I'll say that's a great year because I think that's like the SoundCloud era,
yeah,
early age.
yup,
That's
yup.
where like a lot of artists like really. I think that's when music was starting to transition. Like we were
Facts.
getting a whole different vibe. Like it was just a new genre of music. Like
Yeah, it wasn't
called
just
it-
radio music.
yeah, they
wasn't
called
just
it the mumble
YouTube.
rap. But
Yeah,
then you
yup.
had melodic. You got XX.
Critch.
Yeah, Jake
Jay
Critch.
Chris just coming
It got
up, bro.
very melodic. I would say
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
like the peak for SoundCloud rap and all. And stars would be coming overnight during the SoundCloud era, bro. You had
Oh my
one
gosh,
hit
yeah.
and you were really the shit.
That's really where streams started to matter more
Yeah,
than
facts.
actual bought.
That's where the transition really hit, bro.
Yeah, it was
2016.
huge
Oh my
in
God,
2016.
yeah.
The whole music industry shifted in
Yeah,
2016.
yeah, for sure.
So it's not only like about the music when I say 2016, it's also about
The
just the,
culture.
transition
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the culture, the way it shifted and just
No,
so
I'll give you
quickly
that.
and within a year.
Yep.
I mean, and it was still a really good year. It was great to see all these new people coming out, all this
Facts.
new music that you never heard before, like all the creativity, all of it. It was really good to see. You have Views that year.
Yep.
Fodder.
The Life
You know-
of Pablo came out that year.
Yeah, Life of Pablo. Bro, Views, I remember going to the lake with friends, like just summertime, slamming that. Summer 16, Drake,
Sheesh.
it's iconic.
Yep.
All Summer 16.
Yeah.
Looking
like-
for revenge. Yeah,
Looking
that
for
was,
revenge.
that was
All
so
Summer
hard. Dog.
16.
That was so hard. That
Oh my
tour.
gosh, bro.
He was definitely on some personal vibes right
Oh my
there.
God.
But,
Gosh, yeah.
but you are right, because I do feel like 2016 was like that transition year where you had Drake, you had Kanye drop The Life of Pablo, Kendrick went hard on No More Parties in LA, and like,
Come on,
you,
bro.
but then you also had like Uzi, Playboy Cardi,
gosh,
you know what I
yes,
mean,
bro.
like Travis Scott, like that SoundCloud era. Obviously, Travis
And it was
in
all
the
the,
game for a
the
little,
early
but, like,
era.
he
Rich
was
the Kid.
coming on like
You
that.
got what's his name? Juice World.
Migos was popping at this
French
point.
Montana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a lot of.
Juice
had
World, like obviously
Juice WRLD, yeah,
Yeah.
Gucci Mane.
it's coming up.
Gucci
Facts.
Mane. Both came out.
With Drake.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
Drake.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was 2016, right?
there was
I
Yes.
think that was 2016. I'm almost positive. That was like the very end of 2016.
yeah, that's the part too. Is like so much music was released. It's like, was that 16 or 17
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
18? But like that run just like started in 2016, and it's funny because
Yeah.
I feel like most people that you ask like what's their favorite year in music, or it's like take me back to 2016, and then you look at how many great albums and like classics and depth of music that was being performed at that point. And you're
Oh my
right,
gosh,
streams. You look at Drake, he had that Apple deal. Like
I think
around
views.
then, it
I
was just
think views.
massive.
Who performed in the Super Bowl that year? Halftime.
Ooh,
2016. I
2016,
can't.
yeah.
I don't
But
even
thi-
remember.
this is
Remember.
before
I don't
Jay-Z
remember who
really took
performed
over,
last
so
year.
it was tough. Well, Riri, come on.
You also had Party Next Door.
Can't
Yeah.
forget that. Facts.
Party Next
Party
Door.
next door.
Shout out
has
to
always
Toronto.
been gas.
The Weeknd was popping at this point. I
The
think
Weeknd.
I think Starboy did come out in 16 too. So, like this.
That's
was,
when he went pop, right?
Yeah, for the most part, I guess. But
Yeah, he
Major
went
Key,
pop.
DJ Khaled,
2016.
Major Key.
Yeah.
That was
Oh my
great.
God.
Another one, YG, Still Brazy.
Facts.
YG Still Brazy. He had a
Yo.
couple bangers on it, bro. That was when I really first started listening to YG. I never really listened to YG like that before
yeah.
2016, but then he also had like a lot of people under him with like the same type of music that I started listening to too. That's how I got into Jay Critch. Really honestly, I listened to him here and there just from like friends before 2016. He was nobody knew who
Come
he
on,
was, bro.
man.
He went Sway actually. Didn't you?
I knew his
you knew
his
his
girlfriend.
girl.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
But that was like
I
a
thought
hidden thing for a very long time. Like he never really promoted her, but if you knew, you knew.
she hit you up.
What?
Yeah, say that.
Yeah.
No, but did you ever talk to her? Like have a conversation with her or
Yeah, bro.
you met him too?
Yeah.
My boy,
No, I never met him.
buddy. Shout out Carlos. My buddy. I
Me
used
and
to
the girl
hang out
weren't
with.
like we weren't like close friends, but
Oh, okay.
I knew who she was.
Hmm.
Type shit.
My buddy Carlos. He R.I.P. PNB. Shout out
Facts.
Los. He met like PNB and all them. I don't know. PNB wasn't out 2016.
I think so.
No,
yeah.
no,
Was
he was definitely. Yeah.
Was
he?
Oh my God, yeah, yeah.
What did he have?
He didn't
out?
really. I think you're more thinking.
He
of,
wasn't
like,
really popping though.
Well, he had like Ballin' and No Time and like What You
Yeah,
Want.
he was
like,
popping
I-
at that time, bro.
That
Was
came
he?
out.
2016? I don't remember. Yeah, you're right, bro. Like, there's so much music
That's
dropped in
what I'm saying.
2016. It was such a great
You know
year.
what it is? Because music is like sports. Like you have a season that goes in, it's split between two
Facts.
different years. So it's like, is it 2016 or is it 2017?
Yeah.
And so
Is it 2017,
yeah.
2018?
and so much.
And
like,
you still remember that year, feel me? But
yeah. So much historic
2016 was
shit
a crazy,
happened, too.
crazy year, bro.
Oh,
Facts.
yeah.
But-
Sway, now you said it 2018.
2018,
earlier.
bro.
Talk
I
to me
like
on
that. Because that's like 2
Oh
years
my
after
God.
that 2016
2018
transition, too.
Listen, look,
Where it really started
2018.
to settle.
In fact, I think 2018 was like
Great year.
ascending year for hip hop, bro.
Winter of 2018 popped off. You are
Let
100%
me
right
read the
about
list
that.
real quick. Let me read this list. Cause it was so many albums that I had to like write it down,
Yeah.
so I won't miss any particular ones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start off with my favorite album of that year.
Go ahead.
Astroworld.
No.
No.
One of the most impactful albums for me. It was a very sad year for me. I'm gonna go Victory Lap.
Shout out Nip.
That
RIP.
dropped 2018. Rest in peace to my guy. Scorpion
Ooh.
dropped. Astroworld, Daytona, Pusha T, Swimming, Mac Miller, KOD, J. Cole,
Yep.
Championships, Meek Mill,
That's the one I was waiting for.
Drip Harder, Gunna and Baby, Culture 2, Yay by Kanye,
Mm-hmm.
I Am versus Who I Was,
Gunna went hard.
21
too, in
Savage.
2018.
21
Oh my
Savage
God.
was
21
Harder
Savage.
Than Ever.
Woo, 21 Savage literally ate up that whole year.
Bro, Atlanta had the game in a chokehold, bro.
Facts.
Bro, in a chokehold. They were playing 21 Savage at
Everywhere.
every single party, every single
Gunna.
club, bro, every car that you heard driving by was 21 Savage.
Facts.
How do you think that makes you feel, like just being in his shoes, like he literally had the game in a chokehold.
Facts, and he still does to this day, bro. I think he's just an ascending artist. I think he was very smart. Like, I grew up in the street shit, but I gotta get out this shit. Like, you still dibble and
At
dabble
that
in that
point,
shit.
you have to be.
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
but
you're trying to make it out.
He was
still.
able to continue that street shit while not living there anymore. And
Also,
a lot of
nobody
artists.
knew he was from UK at that point.
Yeah, I know that.
No, people didn't know until. People didn't
2020?
know. No, people didn't know until he got arrested or he was about to get deported and
What was
shit.
it? That was 2020, wasn't it?
I'm not too sure now.
think
Yeah, I don't
so.
want to give you false information,
Been a
but
little bit earlier. but it's around there.
2018, look, the rest, Harder Than Ever by Little Baby, classic.
Facts.
Black Panther is a mixture of a lot of artists, but that album, legendary for the situation that happened. Him and SZA went crazy.
Yeah.
Goodbye and Good Riddance by Juice WRLD.
Okay.
Classic album.
I'm waiting for
It's a
one
money
too.
album.
Beer Bongs and Bentleys by Post Malone.
Yeah.
Another classic.
Crazy.
It's like, bro, like, how do you stack up to that? And I didn't even get to the pop section. That's just like mostly all hip hop. It was a great year, bro. I think, Astro Bro was probably one of the best albums created in the
I
last.
wish I would have went to Made in
So-
America
20 years, bro.
2018. That would have been crazy to see
that's
Travis
insane.
Scott 2018
Yo,
Made in
facts.
America.
We gotta go
Hot
to-
weather.
We gotta go to more concerts
In
this
Philly.
year, bro.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We do have to get out to some music
Yes, we
festivals.
do.
Mikey,
the reggae
Ovi-
fest was really fun last year. It wasn't really my type of crowd, but it was still a fun
I remember you
time.
were at that for a
Yeah,
little
it was
bit.
still a fun time. A couple day event. I want to go to something like Made in America, Rolling Loud.
Fact.
Rolling
Rolling
Loud, the
Loud
first
was
year,
crazy.
really,
Something
I
big,
hear, and you hear this a lot. The first year of Rolling Loud was really the best year. Miami opened up, Rolling Loud. You had so many good artists in the lineup. Some of them don't even show up to Loud
know.
now, and they're
Facts. And that
Rolling Loud can't afford some of those artists anymore. That's what it is.
And that
crazy.
one more point to Sway in 2018. You talked about like, just like, or you said talking about like 21 Savage, like how much that was played in cars. I remember just like going to like so many different parties and functions. Championship was being played. I wanted to add two more. Talk to Me by Tory Lanez. That album at that point.
Look, I
went
forgot
crazy. And then shout out my boy A Boogie with the hoodie season.
that. Hoodie
my gosh,
season,
yes.
damn.
Dude,
How many
Yes.
times do we hear Star
Star
Tender
Tender?
and
Facts.
the one with 6ix9ine?
And we from New York, so we know the
That shit
culture.
went
You got
every-
ask Lou. Lou, you know the culture.
You know the culture, Lou.
Yeah, bro. Boogie had the
But-
game in a chokehold.
getting stirred
Shout out A
behind the
Boogie.
camera.
I never forget I met him, so shout out
Yeah,
A Boogie.
shout out A
Can't
Boogie.
forget about
Yeah,
that.
he was a
but
dog. Back
Shout
then.
out to
I
the
used say
BX
still is.
that.
Hotbridge.
Facts. Shout out New York.
But I think since music is starting to, I think music is going in a new trend also now. Like
Yeah.
with the Yeats and like the, I hate to say it, but
Say it.
the Playboy Cardi music. You're like, I think we're hitting that 2016, 2017 era. I think we're about to witness that upcoming this year and last year.
Okay, so
And
here's
music.
a question that I have for you, Sway. It is still on the upcoming. I think it's starting to become a lot more normal. Like less of the there's less hate around that type of music now more than in the last 5 years. So my question to you is, how long do you think this music will last? Because there's every type of music lasts for a certain amount of
Yeah,
time
no,
until
for
that
sure,
huge
for sure.
transition into a completely new culture. How long do you think this is gonna last? This is a question for
To
both of
be
you, honestly.
to be
Mm, I
honest,
really like to know.
to be honest, I couldn't put a timeline on it because when the Uzis of the world were coming out, the XX Tentaciones of the world were coming out.
R.I.P.
The Juice Worlds of the world were
R.I.P.
coming out. They were putting out classic music that we still listen to this day, bro. For some, things happened and lost a couple of those artists, but we didn't think that they was gonna have a 5 to 10 year run. We didn't think that they were gonna create albums and songs that will have a lifetime of spin and replay value. Like, so I can't put a timeline on that because music has changed for the
Just your
for the most
personal
part.
opinion, though. Your personal
I
opinion.
couldn't put a timeline on it because, like I said, the Uzis of the world are still creating great music.
I'd say maybe 5-6 years. I think
I don't know, bro.
it like not only
Music has become easier to make.
yeah, but the
is-
thing about music is it's magic.
No, for
And
sure.
magic, the thing about music is it kind of shifts not only the culture doesn't only shift the music, but the music shifts the culture.
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
And you have to that's a huge thing that I think a lot of people don't talk about either. That these days is how much the music shifts the culture. Do you think that it has like effects on any of the really young kids that are growing up listening to
100%,
that?
for
Like
sure.
it's all
'Cause,
like
yeah.
more kids than ever have a smartphone in their hand, TikTok, Instagram, everything at the palm of their hand. They're listening to
And that's
all of that. So you know what I mean? Like
yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, cause you look at that era of time that we talked about from like 16 to 18. Like, Juice World and like Trippie Redd, a lot of the music, like even Drake talked about
shout
this.
out to Trippie Redd. That's a good mention.
It was
Yeah,
more
Trippie
about
Redd,
like
too.
just pain that kids were going, like people could relate to. I feel like, and
It's
now,
it's just
now like more like spin this and slide that, and like
I don't want
feel
to.
like it's more like the energy. A lot of things are, and
Yeah.
a lot is like matching. Like how do I get things in this?
Oh, yeah, okay, I
or
get it.
Spin this and slide here and do that, and a
So
lot
I
of it
think-
is just like about energy and trying to clip it into like TikToks instead of more of the depth, and you can get to understand like an album like Utopia, which is more on production and sounds and things like that, where people are looking for more quick and
Yeah,
instant,
I can understand that.
But what do you think, Sway?
I mean, I think I'm a little more older than you guys, so like growing up for me, like hip hop was more like the drug dealer, the gangster, the killing, the shooting, the robbing, the sex, the money, the drugs, right? So it was for us like it was always from the perspective and views of the drug dealer.
Yeah,
Music transitioned to the customer,
yeah,
to the guys buying the pills, to the guys buying the leans, to the guys going through the depression, to the drug addiction music. Because that's, if you look at it, a lot of these artists,
I really like that.
a
That was
lot
a
of these-
great way to.
take.
That
That's
was
a
a
lot
great
of
way
the-
to put that. Yeah,
a lot of the artists now,
Cook up, Sway.
a lot of the artists now, like, you know, they're singing and rapping from the pain perspective. We listening to rap from the luxury perspective.
from the culture.
I get the
yeah,
hoes, I get the
100%.
money, I got the
Mhm.
cars. Now you turn around and like, all right, that drug dealer sold that drug to a particular artist. Now that, not a particular artist, but a particular person. So now that person is like, all right, I want to make it for myself. I want to make music. I want to be a, somebody. I want to be like the drug dealers and the scammers and whatever the case may be. And they put out their pain,
Yeah,
and that touches with so many people because everybody thinks that life is perfect, but life is not perfect, bro.
No.
We battle fucking demons every day, bro, and we gotta wake up and keep pushing and get shit done. But
Amen.
the perspective
Amen,
of
yeah.
music has changed dramatically because now is the pain, and now is the person using the drugs, or I'm on perks, or I'm sipping lean, or I'm smoking an ounce a day, or I'm an alcoholic, whatever the case may be. I'm going through
Facts.
that pain. So how do you cope with pain when you can't do anything? You resort
Music
to
is
drugs.
magic.
and
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
so true
Music is
too. Because
magic.
like I think Post Malone said this to Zane Lowe that a lot of like his music, like when he first started up, like coming up and like the cars, the woman, like just the money, the fame, and now you listen to a lot of his music and it's about like this is really what I'm
Yeah, this is
experiencing.
me.
Like this is like kind of the pain and the things that I went through and like a lot of things that people could relate to. And I think it's a lot on the culture of things now, like
Yeah.
Johnny said, and also just like the energy of things. A lot of things are
Yeah.
so
The
much
energy of the real
faster.
world,
Yeah,
too,
It's
like, you know
crazy.
what I
It's
mean?
about
Even
that
politics, like just
Yeah.
the economy, like the things that are going on, like but like
Mm.
how much more people now are poor than there were 10 years ago. You know what I mean? And like,
Yeah, that's a fact.
just
Mm.
like little things like that
Yeah.
like kind of bring out more of a crowd of people that can relate to your music. You know what I mean? So
Not only that,
that
look
was
at
definitely a really good point.
no,
That was a
thank
great
you.
point,
I
Swag.
appreciate that. But look at Young Boy. Young Boy is a young artist from the slums of Louisiana, and he has a huge fucking
Huge
fan
following.
base,
a
bro.
lot of people
Huge.
listen to his music on YouTube because it's free. Shout out
Exactly.
YouTube,
Like
and- yeah.
he made most of his money and got most of his viewership and most of his plays on YouTube because those are the kind of kids that relate to him and understand him, and they don't have the funds to go pay $10. It's crazy to say, but a lot of people can't afford $10 a month for Apple Music
Yeah.
or
Spotify
or
Streaming
Spotify
services,
or whatever. Yeah,
or
that's
that, yeah.
SoundCloud
that's
Plus.
a luxury, bro. That's like having Netflix. That's like having
Yeah.
any streaming service that you use for any particular reason. Some of these kids they don't have that.
Yeah.
Some of these kids don't even eat at nights. There's some nights where they go hungry, so they feel that pain that he's pouring out in these songs and that violence because they experience that shit firsthand, and that's why music is so powerful because
You
it
feel
always
that
brings
energy.
that
Yeah.
feeling. Yeah,
Yeah.
like no matter where you are, how long ago the song released, like you get that feeling when you were at that particular time where this particular track dropped, and you're like,
Get
damn,
that
I remember I
feeling.
was happy or I was
Yep.
when Drake dropped,
I just
everybody
like my ex broke my heart or like whatever it
Facts,
is. Like,
bro,
you,
like-
Facts.
you broke my heart.
On the road, on the way home,
It
like
just-
driving home, dark. Marvin's were playing.
It just
Marvin's
feels
Room. You got, oh wait,
different,
hold
bro.
on, hold on.
they say
Oh, I
music.
can't even do this on YouTube.
Yeah.
They say music
We
is the
don't
most
care.
influential thing on the world,
That's
bro.
so true though, because there's so much music that I listen to, and it's like I remember exactly where I was and when I like.
You
when I
remember
heard
every
it.
single emotion.
Yeah, and just like I like just all those memories and times
Excuse
that
me.
you remember to this day, and I think this was a great. You put something.
Oh my god.
Doing it wrong. Yo, great energy.
Doing
but-
it wrong. I didn't even get my heart broken, and I was still crying to that song.
You were in your bag. But I think this was great to just like think back to like for me it was 2011, for you it was 2016, for you it was 2018, and now in 2024 to see like where music was, now where it is, the streaming, the way we consumed it. And
Yeah, for sure.
just,
See, that's
just everything. You know?
and that's the way that music is so powerful and so magical is because you can have your different opinion on music like we all do with what our favorite year of music was, but
Yeah.
Or
it
the
brings
Grammys.
or the Grammys, but it brings us all together. I
fact.
love music.
know what
for
it
that.
is,
It's
too, 'cause,
always been
like,
magical. It's always
there's
been
no
powerful.
right-
It always will be.
There's no right year.
There's no right. There's no
No.
wrong.
Because there's so many
all
classics in
opinionistic,
every single year, bro.
It's just the years that history was made that we remember the most.
Bro, if you really think
You make
about
an
it, bro,
impact.
if you really think about it, we're living in probably the greatest times in sports, music, movies. Like, we're living in a golden
Yeah.
time, bro. Like, if
Yeah.
you were born in the early 90s to the early 2000s, you experienced a lot of great music, a lot of great sports, a lot of great athletes. Like, bro, you gotta cherish every single moment with that, bro. Like, with music and sports, like, we have a podcast where we talk about music, sports, and all these other things, and like,
Yep.
you sit back and you're like, damn, I remember World Series and Houston and I was about to say Lakers, Houston and the Dodgers, bro. Like, that was probably one of the most exciting.
For all the dogs.
What you call it?
Clippers.
Yeah. We totally
mixing
getting
the
off
match
topic,
up,
yeah,
like-
but
It's great to reminisce and talk
Yeah,
no,
about
for
music,
sure, bro.
but,
It is. It
uh,
is. It's definitely great to cook all those things up together.
Let's listen to music, boys. We
Yeah.
appreciate everybody listening to Dime Piece and
Facts.
Parlays. Hit that subscribe
A
button.
little wacky tacky today, but you know,
Yeah.
I guess it's the best side of us, bro.
We're here. But more episodes coming up, and hit that subscribe button. We'll be back with more episodes. Dime Piece Parlays for Swag.
It's up and it's
Steve.
stuck, baby.
Lou.
Hope you guys loved it.